YouTube, it's Cookies. My show is called Cookies for the Day, and I'm coming at you with another video. Sorry I haven't came with another video in a long time, but nothing really has been, popping off this week. Or last week. Last week I was busy. And this week, what happened? Stuff did happen, but not a lot. A lot. First of all, congratulations to the Maryland winner of the Mega Million Lottery. I've heard that somebody in Maryland won. Me, honestly, I would have never won because those numbers are the last numbers I would have ever thought about, because I made sure I wrote my numbers down just to see like what would happen if those were actually the numbers that I picked. And the only numbers I would have got right was the 4 and the 23, because that's my birthday. Other than that, I would have never won, because I was like, those are not numbers I would have thought about. But congratulations to that person, because who would have thought somebody would have won in Maryland? Because we was all looking like nobody's gonna win here. People probably gonna win in what's it called? The wilderness, the woods. Anyway, the only thing that really has been going on is still the Trayvon Martin case, which is still in effect. George Zimmerman has not been arrested yet. I don't know what's taking so long. I really don't care what's taking so long. I just want him to be arrested, and he's not. But guess who's in defense of him? His acclaimed friend, Joe Oliver. Here's what happened, you guys. Joe Oliver has been on a media raid. He's been going to every media outlet there is to defend this guy. I don't even know why you're defending a criminal. I don't. Most of the questions asked on all the shows that he's been on, he's been circling around it. The only thing that we can get on why he's defending him is because he's trying to prove that George Zimmerman is not white. He's Hispanic. And then he's trying to also prove that George Zimmerman is not a racist as well. And then the third thing he's trying to prove is that he's a good person, because of course he wouldn't be a good person if he wasn't hanging out with me. This dude's looking for a check. He's looking for some way how he can be famous and get some type of 15 minutes of fame out of this. And I'm tired of him. I was tired of him the first time they said, we have a close friend of George Zimmerman. As soon as I heard that, I was like, bye. Bye. Nobody wants to hear you speak, because you're not gonna say anything that's worth knowing about this guy. Those are the only three things that he really said. What else? He's not even his friend like that. He said he worked with him for a couple of years. He's known him for 6 years. But the questions that people were asking him, he couldn't answer. Like the questions that were needed. They're like, why did you put it upon yourself to defend him? Couldn't answer that. Why did he say the word coon or goon? He couldn't answer that. Why did you know that he called 911 46 times? Couldn't answer that. Oh, I don't think that is irrelevant to answer. I would never ask my friend that. Who would never ask their friend that? I know about friends and what doing and stuff. They asked me and said, girl, I had to do this or I had to do that. Those are things that people would tell each other, especially if you are his close friend. But no, he's just trying to circle around and say, let me finish and stuff like that. The only interview that I would say that he was actually really, that was the interview that he could barely answer any of the questions. He was mostly argumentative than being argumentative than answering any of the questions, especially right. He wasn't. He was just really backwards about that. And even the guy, everybody was just reading him and going in on him. They would really do. And I'm going to post a link on the bottom. And it's on YouTube. It's Lawrence O'Donnell's show. I don't even watch that show. I've been watching Politics Nation with, you guys know, Reverend, what's his name? I've been watching that show. I haven't been watching the others. So, when I heard that on the news, they said that the interview that has been affected the most from this guy, and the interview that he, was kind of, he wasn't really answering questions at all. If anything, he was yelling a lot, was Lawrence O'Donnell show, and I'm gonna post the link on above and make you guys watch it. And make sure when you watch it, put some popcorn next to you as well and start eating that, because it was really good interview. They went in on him. Speaking of the Trayvon Martin case, Spike Lee put it upon himself to try to do something to get somebody arrested, which was somebody on Twitter with the last name Zimmerman. Dear Spike Lee, did you not know that people in the world that also have the same last names as each other, but they're not related? In no way, shape, or form they are related. No way, shape, or form have met with each other before, or they're affiliated with each other. Did you know that, Spike Lee? Like, who does that? Do you know how many people in the world have the same last names? My last name is Hewitt. Do I say that I'm related to Jennifer Love Hewitt or her husband? No. I don't say that. Who does that? Like, just because you have the last name as somebody else does not mean that you're related. It doesn't, because this is a small world. It's not. When I say it's a small world, I don't mean it's a small world. That means you guys could be related. I say it's a small world because you're not the only you in America, in the world. To prove that, just try and Google it. Google your first and last name, and you don't know how many people that's gonna pop up that's not you. And you're gonna be like, I never met that person, never met that person. I have people on Facebook that has the same last name as me, and it's like, oh, you have the same last name as me. I was wondering if we're related. I said, who knows? I got a person that goes to my school. I don't even know if he's related to me. He has the same last name as me. Parents from the same country that my parents was from. I don't know if he's related to me though. But I don't take that upon myself to say because we're related, that means we're part of the same. I'm defending that person or part of the same crime and stuff like that. Because we're related does not mean we should all get the, do that to each other. That's not right. So for Spike Lee, you should have got your facts straight, 1. And 2, you should have never supported what somebody else did. Because it all started from somebody else tweeting this person's last name or on Twitter. And he just retweeted what that person said. I'm glad Spike Lee's paying the fine for that family, because that family had to go in a hotel because they were scared to death. And I would be scared to death too. I would have been packed my stuff because I know people would try to look for me. If that was me that they was trying to look for. And I'm glad he's paying for them. I'm glad he apologized. But in the future, Spike Lee or to any celebrities, do not do irrational things like that. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be slow, simple, and delusional like Susie. Yes, I said Susie's name off of Basketball Wives. What else happened, you guys? I want to talk about Iggy Alazea. Yes, she's been trending this week. Her song, Murder Business, came out. It's really cute. I like the song, but do I like Iggy? Or should anybody like Iggy? Nobody doesn't, we don't really know Iggy yet. Of course, she's new and everything. She just got signed to T.I.'s Grand Hustle label. But when I heard a couple of interviews that she did, I heard one interview, and let's just say, Iggy on the track, Iggy on the mic does not sound like Iggy on the interview. Totally different. So when I first heard her, I was like, no, Saturday. So I do not want to support this person that may be like a Nicki Minaj, that has split personalities and stuff like that. I don't want to support somebody like that. That's what I was first thinking of. But the song really is cute and catchy, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And another thing, as a person that I'm like should be scooting back for, or scooting to the side, like I don't know if I should support her, is another song that she probably said a racial slur in, and it was addressed by Azealia Banks. She's also a rapper, a come-up rapper and stuff like that, and Azealia Banks is also Iggy's nemesis, like the person who got beef with her and stuff like that, because apparently every rap female that comes out has to have a beef with somebody. That racial slur, she was talking about slave owners or something like that. She's a slave owner to the slaves, something like that. I don't know exactly what she said, but I'm gonna try and look up the video to see what it is, and then put the link below so you guys can hear for yourselves. But I'm just really like, maybe I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of Iggy? Like, should you support somebody like that, especially being as an African American woman or African American who should we support someone who mentioned some type of racial slur? Because it's like, I don't know, people forgot about that, but she did really say what she said. And another thing was, another thing about her is she really that good? I'm sure all the Nicki stans should raise their hand and be like, no, she's not. From the Murder Business song, she don't really have bars, but maybe that song is not meant for her to have bars on. I also heard the song, the Vagina song, it's the other word for vagina, of course. I heard that song and it was cute as well, but it wasn't like, it didn't have bars to it. Now, Azealia Banks do have bars. She was also the person that was mad about she wasn't on the XXL magazine shoot. She was the person mad about that as well. And, you know, I just keep saying Azealia Banks for everyone to kind of get to know her and stuff like that. Because she seems like she's good. She's not the type of person where she starts off hood, then end up going pop and just forgetting about her even coming up as being hood either. Not trying to throw shade, but no. She is a techno rapper, and she has bars. I wouldn't say techno rapper, but most of the songs that she put on YouTube kind of have a techno feel to it, a techno popish sound to it, and it's really nice. I like it. Other than that, you know, you guys decide. Should you support somebody like that? Honestly, I would let her slide with that Murder Business song because I really do like that song. But as a person, I would not be an official stand of her, especially not of yet, because of the things that she said that she still have not addressed it yet. So until then, I'll probably, you know, I'll listen to the song or whatever, but I wouldn't be a stand. So you guys decide if you guys should support her or not. I'm just glad that female rappers are coming out, period, because I don't know, I just think Nicki, she's really comfortable right now. She's not really stepping her game up when it comes to her lyrical ability. We all seen what she did on the Monster track, so I don't understand why she's not putting out more songs like that out. She's just putting songs to make everybody, not even everybody, her audience, her fans happy, and not really putting more songs with bars out. And last thing I need to talk about before I go really quick is the mother who mouth feed a baby. Lord, when I saw this video, when I say that I lost my appetite for the rest of the day, I lost my appetite for the rest of the day. Why did this woman do this? I don't know, but it was so gross. I hope that somebody didn't see this and just videotaped it and posted it on the web. I don't know who did it. I don't know if she did it. Like, she tried to videotape this. I don't know what happened, but she did it, and it's gross. To all the mothers out there, this is all what I have to say. Please, 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 please do not be that attached to your child, because she really did look like a pedophile. That's all I have to say. Ew. Do not breastfeed your child after a certain age. Do not mouth feed your child at all. All the baby foods out there and you're mouth feeding your child, who does that? I understand it's a recession, but come on. Come on, get it together. It's something that's called welfare checks. Do that and buy some Gerber plans and stuff, or some Gerber foods and some other PETA care foods. Do all of that. I would never mouth feed my child. Ew, that is so gross. Very, very, very gross. Mothers that do that, they really look like they love their child too much that they might sleep with their babies and stuff. That's all I'm saying. I don't appreciate mothers doing that to their child, because that is really nasty. And children does get attached to things like that. You never know. Baby might end up being 2 years and you're still mouth feeding their child. And if you are, somebody call child services, please. Anyway, that's all that I have on the show. Follow me at CookieBaby23 on Twitter. Look at all my other YouTube videos. Tell me what you think. And I do respond to any responses that you guys drop down below. And tell me what you think about everything that's going on. Post some other things if anybody wants me to talk about in the future. And that's the end of my show. Bye.